One night, while on duty, she noticed something strange. The windows around her suddenly began shaking violently. She quickly rushed over and shut the door. She called the police, but due to limited police resources, they told her they couldn't respond immediately. She hung up the phone and began to check around. She ran to the kitchen and hid.
What do you want from me?
When she saw someone wearing a mask, she realized what was going on. It turned out that just a few hours earlier, a group of young people had been causing trouble outside the restaurant. She had gone out and angrily yelled at them, telling them to leave immediately. She had angered them in the process. They put on masks and came inside the restaurant to cause more trouble.
Fucking stop it!
She tried to call the police again. When they heard that the police were on their way, the group decided to leave. But before leaving, they warned her that they would return that night. She was terrified. Luckily, a police officer arrived just in time. She explained everything that had happened, and the officer began to search the area. But no suspicious individuals were found. The officer suspected it might have been just some kids playing pranks, but she was convinced it was the same group of young people, since she had seen them riding lightweight motorcycles. When the officer heard this, he became a bit tense and quickly led her outside.
I just came from one of the most horrific murders I've ever witnessed, and whoever did it, they got away on some kind of dirt bikes or mopeds.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Go! In her panic, she rushed back into the restaurant, but to her horror, the officer was being attacked by the group. At that moment, she spotted a colleague who had just arrived for work. She quickly ran over and pulled him inside the restaurant. They were about to call for help when suddenly the criminals walked in. They remained quiet and hid, but eventually they were discovered. A man tried to escape, drawing the attention of the criminals. She hid in a cupboard. While she was trying to call for help, the criminals found her. No! The two of them were tied up. The criminals didn't kill them, but instead began to torment them. One of the criminals dragged her to the kitchen and forced her to remove her clothes. At that moment, she managed to break free from her restraints. She ran out of the house, only to be confronted by another criminal outside. The criminal collapsed in pain. The criminal removed his mask. She was shocked to realize that it was one of the restaurant's employees.
What the fuck did you guys do?
And all of them took off their masks. To her astonishment, they were all employees from the restaurant. It turned out that after their shift ended, they had decided to play a prank. They had disguised themselves as the troublemakers from earlier to scare her. What was meant to be a harmless joke had turned into a nightmare.